So I hope it's okay. Now, we played that one a lot. Now, like I said, we have some new music that we put out not long ago. Thank you, everybody, again, very much for coming this evening. But also, this song, we played this one time yesterday, and that was the first time. And I don't think that we ever put it out. So if maybe you heard it, maybe you never heard it, but anyway, I hope you like this song. This is called, I can't remember what it's called. Maybe you could come up with a name.
Almost miss it again. A window seat and I watch the world rolling by. It only takes a moment for the show to begin. The big dog is walking, a man's got a big bag to fill. It shouts out on the corner, drinking a gin. Not a worry in the world until she gets to the end. Always did your best, you said. I haven't smoked in years, but I still want a cigarette. Oh, all the days, like all the things we did. The rock band, Spider-Man, the first time we got lit. It only takes a moment for the show to begin. Open up the curtains and the two of us fell in. I woke up at the bus stop, we got to let more people in. I wish that I could go back to that again, yeah. Only when I'm thinking about us, looking in the photograph. Almost missing again. A window seat and I watch the whole world rolling by. Sometimes when I'm thinking about us, just staring at some photograph. You know, if only I could get you out of my head. I wish that I could get you back.
Chi-Town, what up? Come tomorrow comes to haunt the Setlist. But other than that, a phenomenal show. We're going to talk about it with some people from Chi-Town, some people from Wisconsin, and maybe we'll get some people who are from out of town. But don't turn away from this stream. D&B post show stream. Chirac Night 2 starts now.
It's your boy Concert Viz 34 back at home.
What up, what up? It's your boy Concert Viz 34.
Yep, so your boy Concert Viz 34 coming to you here.
What up, what up? It's your boy Concert Viz 34. Aria. Okay, so this is Aria, and just tell us a little bit about yourself and about your love for the Dave Matthews Band.
I've been a fan of the band since April 28, 1998, and if you recognize the date, that's when Before These Crowded Streets was released.
Alpine is definitely a better venue than Summerfest, but we'll take it. I think I've been going to shows.
And Alpine is better than Northerly Island.
I
always tell people, like, compare DMB to now to when I first started. And I got started, in my opinion, I feel like I got started late. Like, I was at the very end of the band's prime. I feel like that 03 to 06 was like the end of the prime. 07, 08 was like, you know, we're at the very end. And then when Roy passed.
But Dave really, this is the thing. Dave has put, Rashawn has been assigned the quarterback of this team. He is the coach, the play caller. He designs the jams. Dave just shows up and plays whatever he's going to play. That's where the poop dropped. Allegedly. Don't forget to hit that like button. North side, what up? South side, summertime shy, what up? Lincoln Park, what up? Shout out to the loop-de-loop. Evanston, Illinois, what up? Home of Northwestern. Northbrook, Illinois, what up? South Bend, Indiana. Sorry, Notre Dame's not winning this year, but shout out to South Bend. What else? Shout out to the suburbs. Shout out to the Chicago suburbs. Shout out to the North Shore. Southern Wisconsin, what up? Northwestern Indiana, what up? Thank you guys for joining the DMB post show stream. And we're going to take a look at this set. Gonna pull it up here. And this is the last show before I go on a 4-show run. I'll be at both Guilford shows. I will be at both SPAC shows. And this show, I think, has some special things. We get a fish tender comes back. We get a boa. Anytime boa pulls up at that second spot with the walk down outro, that's dope. We get break free at the 4 spot. Now break free, I mean, this is amazing. 13 plays of break free. This is a song people wanted back for a while. The new album has indeed allowed for break free to be free. And juxtapose that with how Idea of You was not heavily played like this after Come Tomorrow came out. As soon as that album dropped in June of 2018, Break Free went missing for the most part. It was milk carton status, and it was a song we loved, but was not played often. But Break Free is, again, the exact opposite. First time at this venue. And we're going to get some calls. People are getting back to their cars, getting back to their hotels. So stay tuned. Very shortly, we'll be reaching out to some people. We got a local fan that we talked to yesterday, Mr. O'Brien. He's going to be in touch with us as well. So we will talk to him once he gets back home. Sledgehammer is, it looks like it's here. But for this crowd, that is a big thing. This is a more of a, there's diehards, but the casuals love it, but I don't. Peter Gabriel fan, as a Live in Athens Peter Gabriel live album fan, Athens 87. I just think that this is played out with DMB, respectfully. It's played out with DMB. And what up, Connor? Connor, we're gonna hit you up first. He says Crystal Lake, what up? Shy Town, shout out. Someone says shout out Kanye. What else are people saying here? We're gonna get to Connor first here. Great show, though. I think it's a great show. And again, not everything that I like is going to be played in a show. But that doesn't matter. I think overall, when they give us these pump fakes, like we get a satellite fake again, when we get even a Samurai Cop, I don't want it, I don't need it, but people like this song, right? And we'll get to that a little later as well. When the World Ends, don't need it, but again, people like that song. So you have some stuff that flows in here that's been heavily played, like the When the World Ends, Looking for a Vein. You have the 20th Madman's Eyes, but then you do have some special things that pop in. And this band is poised to continue this tour. There'll be 2 consecutive 2-night stands. Like I said, I will be there for that. What's interesting too, one Big Whiskey song. They're keeping that down. I think that's a positive. Only one everyday song. So they did not see the What You Are pop back up, but also they don't see Bayou. And we have a little bit of streak for Louisiana Bayou not being played. Look at the songs that have been played, and we go to Louisiana Bayou. There's been 12 plays, but the last play was June 29th, 2023. So it has not been played for over a week. It was played at Summerfest Let's zoom in here for you guys to see. It was played at Summerfest. And since then, it's gone missing. And I hope it stays lost somewhere in Lake Michigan. Okay, I hope it's thrown out there. But yeah, this song is missing. Last played 6/29/23. Now here we go. Obviously, I'm going to 4 consecutive shows. So now of course it's gonna pop back up because your boy Conserviz 34 is there. That's just how it works. Bayou opener at Guilford. That's what Michael says. Yeah, right. But we've gone 2 night stands without Bayou. That's always a good thing. That is always a good thing. Oh, Michael Will. Oh, let's take a look at this. Noel Gallagher from Oasis. They had to evacuate. Ooh. But let's go ahead. Let's get again. It's a little bit harder because the SiriusXM stream was not up. So I do want to talk to the fans. Let's go ahead. We're gonna call Connor up. And I'm rocking. Just by the way, I'm rocking. For those of you who don't know what this is. This is the Connecticut Whale jersey. Let's put that up in the camera. CT Well, the women's hockey team that may get canceled or canned with the merger or the formation of a one women's hockey league. So I'm hoping that the CT Well will stay around. I hope it does not get canned. There's a lot of hockey fans here, but I have to represent for a local pro hockey team, women's hockey team. Got the Brooke Wolako jersey. She was one of the former goalies for the Whale that actually grew up in my hometown, was my brother's goalie. But anyway, I had to shout out the Connecticut Whale here. CT represent. Hopefully the Whale stay in Connecticut. I think this new league would be wild and to move hockey out of Connecticut. We have a lot of professional hockey here with, in Hartford County alone. Some of the Stanley Cup winners have come from Avon Old Farms and then went on to win Stanley Cups. Nick Bonino was one of those guys. Also, you have a Stanley Cup winner with the LA Kings and the Vegas Golden Knights. And that is, I'm drawing a blank. Jonathan Quickie, as they call him, Hamden, Connecticut's own. Brian Leach, I believe, went to AOF, but he's from Connecticut. They have a lot of pro women that come from Connecticut as well. So anyway, keep the Well. If y'all watching, they probably not. They don't care. Anyway, let me call. This is a hockey review show here. Anyway, let me call. Let's go ahead and reach out to Connor and see if we can get a hold of him. Connor F.
Hello.
Hey, Connor, how's it going?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing well. What'd you think about night 2 here, Chi-Town?
Night 2 was just as good as night 1. A big high energy set once again. They definitely delivered in my opinion. I'm very happy with this show.
What was your favorite song of the night?
I mean, that fish tender duo was awesome. I'd have to go Big Eyed Fish Bartender. I know it's technically 2 songs, but that was pretty solid.
Yes, and Chi-Town has gotten a lot of fish tender love. I put this up in the middle of the show, and this is what it is. There have been 5 post-pandemic fish tenders.
2 of them in Chicago.
2 of them were in Chicago. And then even if you go back to 2019, they played it at Tinley Park.
Oh, that's right. They did get it at Tinley Park. I forgot about that. We weren't able to make that show, so I completely forgot about that.
And So this is something that Chicago has gotten compared to other locations across the country. Now, between 19 and 22, Camden got two, but that's other than that, no one else has gotten more than one outside of Camden and Chi-Town from 2019 to present, I believe. But I know post pandemic, y'all have two of the five, so definitely a special moment. Last time Big Eye Fish was without bartender was in Amsterdam, and if people saw my Twitter post, if you know, you know, I posted something tied to Amsterdam. If all the Guster fans got it, a little screen clip of the music video of Amsterdam. What else made this show special?
The What Would You Say opener was fantastic. I loved that. I've never gotten What Would You Say as an opener before. I'm pulling up the set list right now. The mid-set Watchtower was pretty cool. I thought that they were going to close out with that one and have it be like another show under 2 hours, but they didn't close with it. The Crush set closer and the Cornbread show closer were also very special moments for me.
Gotcha. And I didn't look up the opener stat for What Would You Say, but someone asked on Twitter, when was the last time Boa was played, followed by What Would You Say? That was October 2nd, 2004. And then when was the last time What Would You Say was played first and Boa was played second, like tonight? That has not happened since May 5th, 2001.
Oh, wow.
So the back-to-backs, these songs haven't been played back-to-back in any formation since 04, and then they haven't been played, What Would You Say, Boa, like tonight, since 2001. So definitely a special thing to get both of those songs back-to-back, two classics from the debut album from this band. I love that Watchtower being at the 16 spot, two more songs after it. I think it's better there than it is closing. So I think that's a real cool thing there. How was the crowd tonight?
It was just like yesterday, very casual. I made the comment when the band was walking out on stage. It was like the quietest crowd reaction, at least from where I was sitting. It could have been different,
Okay.
Per location. But it was the quietest crowd reaction I've heard to this band walking out on stage for a show.
Yeah. Now, what did you think about Samurai Cop? Let's go with that song. What did you think about Samurai Cop coming back? With yay, nay, indifferent?
I could appreciate that song when I only hear it once a year. If it's like for a song like Samurai Cop, if they overplay it, then I can get bored of it. But it's my first time this year, so I could appreciate. I'm like 50-50 will get it at Gorge, but it was the first time I heard it this year, so I could definitely appreciate it.
And then let's go down. Another Come Tomorrow song makes a tour debut. What did you think about Do You Remember coming back?
Do You Remember is a very fun song. I was pleasantly surprised when they started playing that myself. Definitely no complaints from me. There's definitely worse songs and a lot more boring songs that they could play. So I was okay with hearing Do You Remember tonight.
That's a good point, because it's not one of my favorites, but it sounds tight. It sounds fun every time I hear it, but it's better than, Getting By You. So that's great perspective there. Played that to me are just not as, again, I don't know if we need that. So I'd rather, Do You Remember? Yeah, I'll say that's better than some of the lower points of the tour there. What would you say as far as if you had to split the crowd, what percentage was casual, what percentage was diehard?
I'd probably go. It's tough for me to pick that out, but from what I've seen throughout the weekend, I'd say 70% leaned more casual, 30% hardcore.
Okay. And did the shows look kind of sold out, packed? Like what did the crowd look like sales wise?
Yeah, the show definitely looked packed. Like just like yesterday, the Pavilion was completely packed and the lawn seemed pretty full as well.
Interesting. And it's funny because we showed a picture of Jessica was in kind of the flat, behind the pit in the flat seating, and she literally there was a person right in front of them blocking the view. Until people went to the bathroom, she couldn't see. But this venue still sells. It's Chicago in the summer, so it's gonna fill up like this. We have the artist merch line here. So tell us about the merch line. What time did you get in line today?
We got in line around 2:30. We were probably like 20 people deep in line. And the surprising thing about the merch stand today was right when it opened up, it filled in a little bit. But after a while, the merch line was completely empty. There were still posters on the wall probably 15 minutes before the gates opened, and the line never filled up like Deer Creek would. So definitely a surprising moment there, but for a little bit, it was pretty busy.
So 15 minutes into the gates opening, they still had posters?
Yeah, we were just walking to the gate to get in line, and they just were taking the poster down. And they opened it like 15 minutes later.
Okay. Did it sell out like after the show? Was it?
I didn't pay attention. They still had yesterday's poster for sale in one of the merchandise stands. So I doubt that it sold out, though it was a way better poster today than yesterday.
Wow. So just again, if the poster heads spread the word, I think it's important. Last night's poster was still for sale tonight. So wait for AP drops, but also just be aware that some of these may be on the warehouse or on the regular Music Today site. I know people were going crazy trying to get this poster from yesterday. I know the same thing's going to happen today, even if it sells out or not. But there's still we'll see what happens as far as the market, and if this saying goes to if it goes out, because there's a lot of fans who wanted this poster. Here, did you get the foil? Did you get the regular today?
We just got the regular poster today.
Okay.
Though the foil did look pretty cool, but we just got the regular.
Okay, so regular schmegular today. What did you think of the poster?
I thought it was awesome. I've always been a fan of I'd say the lovely ladies from Sang. It was pretty cool. There's a statue in Northerly Island in the park, and that's where the art was inspired from. I never took a photo of it, but maybe I'll send it to you at some point. But there was a statue in the park, and that's how Sang was inspired to do the art.
Yes, I saw that. I'm going to try to pull that up right now so people can see it on Twitter. On the post-show stream, but let's see. Where is this? Oh, I think it was about... Okay. So this is what he says. If you guys are watching online, says my poster for tonight's Dave Matthews Band performance inspired by the bloom of summer and the Daphne Garden installation at Chicago's Northerly Island. So it looks like that's what inspired this poster tonight. It's always great to see those nods to something locally. So
yeah, it was definitely cool. Something local in the city that the art was inspired from.
Yeah, I'll talk more about the poster after this. I will say now, I'm not a fan of the lettering. I've never been a fan of Sang's lettering per se, and I think he's not one of my favorite styles of artists. Although I respect his skill, and I respect the fan base that he has, but I'm typically not huge on Sang. But we'll get more into that later, and I have a video kind of looking at that. Let's see here.
One thing I want to mention, I'm looking at the set list on the Almanac right now. It says first time Crush has been played as a closer full band since July 25th, 2015. That was actually my first ever Dave Matthews Band show.
Wow. That's crazy.
I I just saw that, so I had to mention that.
Yeah, a unique spot for sure that it ends the main set. Typically it's in the middle of the set, or it's, on occasion it's been in the encore like this year. So yeah, definitely cool to see that close out, and that goes full circle for you, your first show. 720, was that Alpine?
Alpine, yeah,
Yeah,
Alpine Valley. The
okay.
second night was the live tracks.
Yes, I have that, and I have some of those extended tracks, the encore tracks from night one. Actually, that's in my car right now. That's the Captain with the extended outro. You have Drive In, Drive Out from night one. You have I think what, Big Eye Fish that was played, but that Captain reprise to me is, I had a whole video on that on YouTube. You guys can check that out on my channel. That Captain reprise is one of the best post Roy moments in my opinion, and one of the most underrated moments. I think just like you guys got the fakes tonight, in last night, or fake tonight single, and last night's pair of fakes. I also think when the band reprises something right away or builds up, we've seen Fool to Think get a little bit of extra time. That's on a warehouse disc. The Captain reprise,
Creek, right?
I believe so. I believe that was Deer Creek. Actually, because I was looking at that. I was looking at that the other last weekend, because I was commenting on some posts, and I think I brought that up. And so you have that Captain reprise. So those are two things the band can do. They do not need to play. Now, I would love for them to play out some of these deep cuts, but sometimes even doing things like a fake, like an extended outro, like a reprise, live tracks. I believe that's 42 from West Palm Beach. The horns are playing the shotgun parts by themselves after the song ends.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
Like, just stuff like that is what also makes it special. Even It Could Happen, having that screaming outro, kind of high energy outro that they're kind of building up on from last night, and also from Bangor, that version of It Could Happen. That's stuff that I love from this band. Any final thoughts to wrap a bow around this 2-night stand?
Final thoughts, definitely bring Cornbread Encore closer to the Gorge. That was fantastic. And yeah, I guess the final thing I have to say is Bayou closer, Guilford night one.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up there. It's getting a little fuzzy there.
No, I have full bars. I don't think I'm breaking up. You heard that loud and clear.
All right, well, Connor, thank you for coming, and safe travels back home.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure being on here.
All right, peace.
Peace.
All right, so that is Connor. Give me 1 second. I need to get a link over. I want to get this link over to Jack. We'll get him the link. So let's see. And I do want to go over this. Let's do this now, because again, I respect saying, I know some people like his stuff, and I understand why he has that popularity. My thing, and I just put it on my IG stories, I think he has too much going on his posters, and to me, it's not a bad thing, because you're gonna see this thing real quick on my story. I got the link over to Jack, see if he'll be able to get back. Captain Jack will get you high tonight. Shout out to Billy Joel, William Joel. IG. What is this? Hold on, let's what is going on? Let's see if we can minimize this. Hold on. Give me 1 second, folks. I'm just trying to get all these tabs. Oh, these tabs are all messed up. Where are all my tabs? My tabs are wilding out, folks. Give me 1 second here. But What is going on with these tabs? All right, let's pull this up first, and then I'm gonna have to get some more tabs up. I don't know what's going on with my browser. But let me play this for y'all from my story, Conservist 34. I'm also on that new joint. What's that new one? Follow me over there. Thread. I'm on Threads, right? Shout out to Mark Zucks, trying to give Elon a run for his money. All right, let's look at this. Okay, so it's about to come. Just bear with me here. It's about to come in just a second.
So I want to take you guys here because I'm saying this just based on my opinion. It's not to disrespect artists. When Daniel Danger has this attention to detail and all these pieces in one backdrop, the lamps, the books, the flooding, even over here at this poster right here, the old stage and the way the light is reflecting with the colors and the sign and all this stuff intricately drawn. I love how Daniel Danger makes these things realistic. Everything is drawn realistically. I don't like when Miles Sang has the abstract cluster photo of stuff in his posters. I don't. I would not buy the Chicago poster tonight. Now, I appreciate and respect how he draws, the way he draws for his fan base, which is huge. It's just not for me, dog, respectfully. And again, I'm just trying to explain because some people love this poster. I think a majority of people love this poster, but you have people like me in the poster groups that feel as I feel, that I would not buy the Chicago Night 2 poster tonight. But we love other things. And that's just the thing. The 2021 Sang, I was like, no, that is not for me. But it was for somebody. And that's the beauty of art.
The Gord Sang.
One person may not like it, but others will love it. And Miles Sang is great at what he does. It is just not what the style that I put up in my house. Right? I gotta frame these. I really gotta frame these. But anyway, just wanted to break that down again, just to share perspective on why someone may not like
All right.
Chicago Night 2.
So let me minimize that. And let me bring back up. This is my screensaver, by the way. Shout out to we'll put that back up. That's my Dave. That's actually a picture I took from the pit last year. Let me put myself back up here. Let's get this Setlist and Twitter back up. I don't know what happened with my screen. I think the Bayou haters hacked me. I mean, the Bayou lovers hacked me because I can't. It just my other screens are like missing. I have no idea.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
And we'll get Jack on after this. Let's just pull up this set list. But yeah, that's just me. I don't. I just it's too much going on, and it's too abstract. But I appreciate the effort he puts in. I don't doubt the effort and the skills that he has. It's just not for me, dog. And that's art. Like I think it's like again, he has these beautiful women. I think the sax is saying. I think the last year's sax one is better than this. That girl looked good. You know what I'm saying? This one, it's too small. I would have loved the woman to be a little bigger. The font is absolutely terrible, though. I will say this: that's probably the worst thing I dislike, or thing I dislike the most. Like the way, and I know it's supposed to be in this style. I know it was supposed to be in this style, right? This is it's intentional, but I don't like it, right? And the butterflies, and there's like obviously the print is going to look much clearer than this digital copy I posted, but it's not for me, but it is for certain people. And if you like, and I think, listen, a great concept, just not for me. So that's what I wanted to say about the poster. Let's go ahead. We are going to get this headline off because we're not talking about the poster. We're going to go ahead and bring Jack on to the stream. Jack, how you doing?
What's going on, Marcus? How are you?
I'm doing well, living the dream, dreaming to live. What did you think about this show tonight?
I think we all thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. Back center of the pit against the back rail was a pretty nice viewpoint. The one point I would make is the pit was really open. A lot of room to kind of enjoy yourself and dance. Really wasn't too oversold or crowded, so that was definitely a high point for sure.
I was going to say that can make or break an experience. And last weekend, and also at Alpine, but last weekend at Deer Creek, the pit is always oversold there. So great to see that there was space. How was the behavior? Any kind of arguments, disagreements, any drama?
There wasn't much drama, but to begin the show, there were definitely a ton of beach balls that were getting thrown around that were pretty big in size, pretty distracting. And I definitely think I saw Dave a little bit kind of upset. Maybe that was just me, but definitely not a fan of it. But I know some people enjoy it, but to each their own, I would say.
Yeah, there's been some objects that have made its way on stage for this tour, and Dave didn't take the selfie today, right?
I don't believe so. I don't think.
Yeah, so it is. I understand people have fun, but it is. I agree, it's distracting. And if Dave is looking like that, I mean, I just tell people, listen, let's tone it down or do it further back. That's what's great about the gorge, is you have glow sticks and stuff, but a lot of that stuff is further back because it's such a large hill. So that's unfortunate, but it's at least it was able to subside there. What was your favorite moment of the show?
Oh, that's actually a tough one as I take a look at the set list. I don't know. Fish Tender was awesome, as it always is. But I would say one of the highlights was actually the Cha Cha Only Takes a Moment. That was the first time I've heard it. Really, really good jam. I would say the outro of that song, I think it would grow a lot. That was pretty cool, but I think it was just all around solid set list, as good as a night two in Chicago could be.
Yeah, and I was able to hear that in Mansfield, the second performance of it ever. And now it's you heard the fourth performance of it, and I love how they're building out this outro. They've grown on it. Some of the lyrics, I believe, have changed up. But another example of Dave having a song sitting there, not making the new album that still sounds incredible. You also get a Cornbread tonight, which didn't make any albums as well. Wait, unless it was part of the companion, maybe it was part of that companion disc for. No, maybe I'm not. No, not for stand up. No, that was because it was '06. It was an '06. No, it wasn't on anything. So yeah, just one of those examples of that. Um, how was the sound of the band tonight?
From our vantage point in the center of the pit, I thought the sound was pretty good, especially for a venue that obviously not really set up for great sound. That is, last night I was in the grandstands on the 300 side, stage left. The sound was pretty good, but definitely far superior tonight. Which is a great vantage point for sure.
It's good. And what did you think about the Come Tomorrow songs? We got Samurai Cop and Do You Remember? Are you glad those are back? Were you not looking for those? Or
So funny, tonight was my 21st show. I think if I go to DMB Hub, my stats, I think I've heard 11 Samurai Cops out of the show, so clipping at almost 50%, which isn't necessarily ideal. But the Do You Remember? I really appreciate that song the last couple years, and I think the way he's starting to sing it more, with like more passion and energy. I don't know if you picked up on that, like on the chorus and some of the verses, but I did really appreciate that one.
That's cool. And it is a song in memory of a friend that has passed away. So it does have a special meaning for Dave there. Sledgehammer, how was the crowd for that?
That definitely picked up the crowd. I think I might have mentioned yesterday. Not a huge fan of the song, but definitely sung to every lyric, and it definitely got everyone fired up. It was a good, you know, towards the end of the set list to kind of get everyone fired back up for the rest of the show.
Gotcha. And Cornbread closing out the show. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think about that?
It was okay. It was the energy was off the charts, so did really enjoy it. But obviously, as as we all would probably like to play something a little bit more in the wheelhouse to end the show. But regardless, it wasn't shaking me, so I did enjoy it for the most part.
Great perspective. Not shake me like a monkey. So it could have been worse there. And what was your favorite night, night one or night two? If you had to pick one, obviously I know it's a lot of songs, a lot to take in a short period, but
Set list, I think night one may have been a little stronger, but night two for me, my younger sister, was her first night in the pit today, so thoroughly enjoyed that experience with her. So probably added to, just the elemental factor of enjoying the show regardless of the set. But I'd say I probably enjoyed tonight just a little bit more just because of the scenario. But I think
yeah.
night one was probably just a little bit stronger with the set list, I'd say.
Yeah, and I can relate, going with certain friends or being with people. Sometimes that makes it special. My wife went to her first show this year at Hartford, and they played Bayou, but it was her first show. So it's sometimes who you're with, who the certain indicators, sometimes certain parts of your life can make one show be more special despite the set list. So I agree there, and it's really on an individual basis. Any other final thoughts about the weekend?
I think it was an overall great weekend. Last handful of shows, unfortunately, have been kind of rained out on my end with Chicago. I think that was in 2021 with the first night one kind of getting rained out.
Yes.
Through Deer Creek this past weekend was a little antsy at points. Definitely wish they would have gone longer. Understand the reasoning though. But the weather this weekend was fantastic. I mean, it's July. What is it, the 8th, and it was 68 degrees right off the lakeside, so I really couldn't beat that.
That's awesome. And did you notice if the poster sold out today?
I did not notice. To be honest, I was, as you were talking about it earlier, once I joined, I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't know if I'd purchase it myself, but I'd have to imagine that it probably didn't sell out if yesterday didn't sell out either.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I think that's attributed to the fact that you don't have a lot of fans did Deer Creek, a lot of fans avoid Chicago. We have Mile High Dad, aka Shane, in the chat who said that he travels to a lot of weekends, but he did not come to this weekend, and he intentionally avoids Northerly Island because of how flat it is. So that's going to impact it. And I think there's a lot of demand for this poster. As we both agree, we're not fans of it, but there is demand for it across the poster community. So we'll see what happens with that. But thank you so much for coming on, Jack. Thank you for reaching out and being willing to come on and share your opinions on the post show stream.
Appreciate it, Marcus. I'm sure we'll definitely be talking soon. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Yeah, you too. All right, bye. All right, so thanks, Jack, for coming on the stream. And you know what else is funny about Samurai Cop? It was making me think about, listen, your boy Constavis 34 puts a ring on it, gets to the altar, gets married. And speaking of Samurai Cop and bringing life into this world, like ever since then, it's been a whole flip. Now, Papa Concert Vids doesn't, he's cool. He don't say nothing. But Mama Concert Vids and grandmamas, both my grandmas still living. They like, hey, yo, run me some children. Run me. So this is not a drill. You married, you found a love. Run me some children. We've been waiting. Concert Vids is almost 34 years old. I'll be 33 in October. They said, run me some children. I said, oh, whoa, put that. What you gripping up on, mom? Hey, we gonna get the children. All right, it's gonna be coming. But anyway, so yeah, Samurai Cop it's funny. I was thinking about that, and they Mama Concert Viz wants some grandbabies, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we'll try to reach out to Jessica and Wayne. Let's get the Jack banner off. Also, though, let's look at a couple other things here from this. I had obviously the Big Eye Fish enter the chat. Shout out to Big Eye Fish. And then we had the Ronnie Hextall little tripperooski here with the bartendy right there. Boom, Hextall taking the chop there. That's what I had. And then we already went over that to Amsterdam. And also we have breaking news on behalf of the National Association of Setlist Critiquers or Setlist Viewers. Satellite was faked in the warehouse. We have given Satellite a temporary visa on the must stay at your seat list. So now we're granting it. We're saying, hey, if you hear Satellite, stay at your seat. Do not move, because it could be something that is dope coming after it. And it is Satellite in the warehouse. So just an FYI, a bathroom break advisory. Do not go to the bathroom during Satellite. You hear the first notes of Satellite. Stay at your seat. Stay seated to await if it's going to be faked. If you do, I repeat, if you do hear Satellite continue to be played, when you hit that first chorus and if it's still being played, then you can go ahead and leave your seat. You can go and walk out.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
There. Also, notice that this reminds me, there was no Jimmy thing this weekend. I think that's a beautiful thing. It's a song that obviously Dave loves. I'm not saying but it's good that it did take a little bit of a break, which means I'll probably get it Tuesday. But Jimmy thing taking a break is another cool thing to see. What else did we post here? Also with Samurai Cop, shout out to Tyler Hensley. I think he's a father of 3 wonderful children. And listen, this is more evidence. I would like to present evidence. Tyler is a father who just had another child recently come into this world, and congratulations to Tyler and his wife. And he said, listen, Samurai Cop should have stayed on the shelf. So if Tyler is a father who loves his children, who is appreciated, and even really taking that time when they're first born here to step away from the live music scene to really spend that time with the child, and he's saying Samurai Cop should be shelves, I think we can make the ruling that Samurai Cop from today forward should be shelved by the band. And guys, I'm just joking. I know some people, oh, why do you hate all the set? Listen, it's just we're having fun. I don't like the song, but if you like the song, that's okay. It's okay if you like the song. It's okay if you like Cornbread. It's okay if you like Bayou or Shake Me Like a Monkey. This is not an echo chamber. I'm just giving my opinion there. This is, by the way, this is the view that Jessica had. This is just, again, if this was elevated, this would be a great view of the stage. But she said the couch tour, she had a better, she was just looking at the couch tour from here because it was so rough. All right, let's see if we can get to Jessica and Wayne, and then we're just gonna call it a day. J-Bo, if you're watching this, let me just text J-Bo and say, trying to end soon. I gotta wake up early. But say, hope you. All right, gotta. All right. We'll try Jessica and Wayne. Yeah. By the way, your boy is playing tomorrow morning. I got called up to the major leagues of the church. Usually I play in youth church, but I'm playing in the main church. It's gonna be probably around 500 people I'm playing in front of in a larger theater type setting. So I'll actually be doing a little bit of John Mayer. I'm gonna have my headphones on. I love having them on to listen to the mix, and I don't have in ears. And then I'm gonna have my guitar like Dave. So I'm gonna be like Dave Mayer. John Mayer has the headphones on for Dead and Company, and then I'm gonna have the acoustic guitar like Dave. They're inspired by Last Weekend. So I gotta get up. I got sound check at 8 a.m. So your boy's got to get some sleep.
Bruh.
But let's call Jessica. That's neither here nor there. Let's call Jessica and Wayne. I'm excited, and it's also giving the main musicians a break. Me and the other people who play in the youth church band are gonna go ahead on the main church, and again, about it could be around 500 people, maybe a little. I don't know. It depends on who shows up to church tomorrow. But yeah, got a little bit of a crowd here. We'll see how I do. But let's check into the world of Jessica and Wayne. If they pick up, we will be seeing them and hanging out with them. Mrs. Conservate and I will be hanging out with them for this upcoming week for the Guilford shows. So I'm excited for that.
Hi, Marcus.
Hey, how's it going? We got the photo that you posted to Twitter right up as the backdrop of your view, and your view being blocked by, looks, that's a White Sox fan. They got the White Sox alternate or the old school logo there. Tell us about this show.
It was another fun show. We had a good time. The seats were not as good tonight as last night, so the view was not quite as clear, unobstructed. But
It's no Deer Creek.
it's not.
It's no Deer Creek, and it's no Alpine, which, by the way, has the exact opposite situation going on. You can actually get that elevation over the people in front of you and see Dave fully from anywhere in that most of the seats in at Alpine, outside of some of those seats in the back, there's some poles there, but it's the exact opposite. And yeah, Deer Creek's another great venue that does that. What was your favorite moment of the show, Jessica? And then we'll go to Wayne after that.
My favorite moment. Oh man, you always ask me these questions. I liked
Being with your husband.
I loved being with my husband. Yes, the Setlist guy.
Bruh.
I think my favorite moment was the satellite fake, only because, well, one,
Knew it.
it popped up before they even finished, like before they faked it. Already said satellite fake, but people were like not moving, and I was like, oh, people are onto it now. We're like, we're gonna see where this goes. So that was kind of fun.
Yes, and then it goes right into Warehouse. There, I suspect someone may have had so it popped up on your alerts before they played it.
Yeah,
I suspect
it's a satellite fake.
someone must have had the set list and saw that Dave had the standard. He goes from the Les Paul Jr. for Samurai Cop, and then he gets his standard tuning guitar, and they must have thought, oh, he's gonna play it. So perhaps that's what it was. Someone from Ants got the set list. I believe there was photos from antsmarching.org people at, someone from Ants took a picture from the festivities today at the tailgate, so perhaps they had a set list.
Sure.
Wayne, what was your favorite moment of the night?
Besides being with my wife, I always enjoy funny.
Funny the way it is. Yes. So
Always.
an interesting, only Big Whiskey song, Know Why I Am, this entire weekend.
It was kind of odd.
Yeah. No Jimmy, no Why I Am, no Bayou, no Methane posters. Did you guys see, did the posters sell out?
No. It was still available at the end of the show. And last night's was still available, still up in the merch tent.
Okay. I gotta post up in the poster sites that because I know some people from out of that aren't at these shows want both of these posters, so we should make that known. People were trying to sell these posters last night and tonight on those poster groups, so we need to get the word out, spread the word, wait it out. These are going to be on the Warehouse website. They're going to be on Music Today, the regular DMB website, chilling there, waiting to be picked up and hopefully shipped right and not damaged or shipped the wrong. Hopefully the wrong poster will not be shipped by the Warehouse here.
Did you happen to get a stopwatch out for the what did I
for
tweet?
Crush? For Crush, yes.
That song just goes on, and I know that the other musicians get their spotlight in it, but
yes.
It's a little too long for me.
So it's interesting enough. I don't mind. Now, listen, I would love Crush to wrap up a little shorter, but it is not as bad to me as Jimmy Thing going over or sometimes Seek Up. Now, I know some people love long Seek Ups. I think the post Roy band. I love Buddy. It depends who's extending Seek Up, but I don't mind Crush as much. It is long though. It is long, longer, but I don't mind it because it's jazzy and smooth.
Yeah, it's fun.
The horns were off tonight. They were really echoey, like they almost sounded electronic.
Okay.
At least to me. I mean, I'm not a musician, but
perhaps maybe with AI and all this stuff, maybe there was AI trumpets.
You don't find that suspicious?
And Rashawn was just chilling.
You don't find that suspicious?
Yep. Maybe there was some AI technology, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. We love you guys. I'm not saying that you guys, anyway, Jeff and Rashawn, shout out to y'all.
What's that make? 3 shows with no Bayou?
No, 4. Deer Creek Night 1. The last time, you know what's interesting? The last time that Bayou was played, Jessica did not take you to the show, Wayne. That was Summerfest.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. She didn't take me last night either.
Yeah, that's not the point. But the point is, she did not take you, and then Bayou was played. So we're not going to forget. I know the 2 Jessica squares last night. That's not the point. But the last time was in Milwaukee when Jessica went by herself there. And that was
what
played.
if they're saving it up and they're going to play it both nights at Guildford?
Wait, sorry, you're breaking up again. I don't know. My
yeah.
connection has been weird.
Marcus, yeah. I can unlock the door and throw her out.
No, that wouldn't be nice because this is a live stream. I don't want. Anyway, so yeah,
was not what I expected for a closer.
No.
Definitely odd. I'll have to listen to the tape of that. But definitely odd to see that cornbread. Although, granted, I think my first show closed with cornbread. Speaking of, Crush was last played at the set closer at Connor's first show. My first show, let's go back to that May 25th, 2012, about a week or so after graduating college. Let's see, Comcast, Yes, my first show, which opened with the Stone. Of course, my first show would open with the Stone. My favorite song: Seven, Monkey, One Sweet World, Improv, Why I Am, Crush, Mercy, Shaking Like a Monkey, Spaceman, Jimmy, Gaucho, Crash Into Me, Lion Hands of God, Blackjack, Granny, PNP, Rapunzel. Then the encore was Time Bomb, right into Cornbread. So my first show ended with Cornbread, but I did not care. It started with the Stone, and there was a Blackjack there in the middle. So, but yeah, so my first show did end with Cornbread. Very odd. The next night of Hartford was one is almost has 1 million views. That's one of Copperpot's most highest viewed videos, May 26, 2012. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. Any final thoughts before you guys head out and come east to New Hampshire?
We're ready.
Try to get some rest so I can drive pretty far tomorrow. Or today, I should say today.
Wait, are you guys driving or flying?
We're
I'm
driving.
Oh, you guys are. I thought you guys were flying and getting a rental. Oh, wow.
No, we're leaving in about 12 hours.
We got to represent the Wisconsin license plate in New Hampshire.
Oh, you guys are driving your own car. So, oh, wow. I did not realize that. I'm thinking you guys are flying. Because you guys have been to, I know you drive to Michigan, and that's a little of a drive, but you guys are going all the way from Wisconsin to New Hampshire, and then you guys are gonna go to 2 Dave shows, and then what?
Yep.
The Revivalists and Head in the Heart
Yep. And
and
Counting Crows.
And County Crows.
Counting Crows, and then you're turning back around, heading back to the Midwest. Wow. So
I will say, thinking you can drive anywhere is a very Midwest thing.
I was gonna say
So-
you guys have long gaps between some of those. You have Indy, and then there's nothing. You head west from Indy, and there's not much for a while, and then you got like Nebraska and Iowa. There's just open plains. Once you get past Chicago, central Illinois is nothing, and then obviously Wisconsin. You have Milwaukee, and then what, Sheboygan and Green Bay. But even going other parts, once you pass Madison, right from there to Minnesota is just. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. I'm just kidding. So yeah, there's definitely, you guys have that. And I think also the other thing is it's much, the roadways, the highways are so much more flatter and smoother drives, where you guys may see this as you guys go east through Cleveland, and then you get to Buffalo, New York, and you get you still won't hit the, like, New York City and Jersey is horrible. And Connecticut has some rough roads, Massachusetts too, but you'll still see the roads will start to change. The speed limits will go down at points. But anyway, you guys I need to get up. I have a sound check at 8 a.m. Eastern. It's 1:03 a.m. You guys got to get some sleep so you can get on the road. And I will see you guys on Tuesday.
All right.
Sounds good.
See you soon. Have a good night.
See you next Tuesday. All right, just kidding. All right. All right. You get that? Anyway, literally.
Literally.
Bruh.
Wisconsin before we come that way.
Nah.
He wants us.
Oh, if you got, do you guys have Spotted? Is that's by Alpine?
Yes, we have spotted.
Okay, please bring that, and then I'm gonna try to see about getting you guys Treehouse. That is the drink here that is as much have. So I will see you guys Tuesday, and thanks for coming on. Take care.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, bye. All right, so yeah. You guys get to see, literally seeing you next Tuesday. Anyway, that's what else. Did I have anything else to talk about? We're over an hour. These streams are getting longer than the actual shows here. But thank you guys for the support. If you guys are going to the shows, would love to meet some of you guys in the Pavilion. SPAC in Guilford. Feel free to say hi if you see me. I'm hoping, I keep saying, like, I'm really trying to record a lot of these shows because there's not as many people recording shows in general anymore as far as video recordings. And I don't know, it's possible, from what I heard, there was a taper looking for a pit ticket. I don't know if they ended up finding it or not. So I don't know if the shows will be taped. There's one pair of people, I think there's two guys, or at least one guy who tapes pretty much all the Guilford shows. So we'll see about that. But I'll try to see what I can. I don't know if I'm going to do the full show. I do want to sit back and enjoy. And Heinz, have I seen the Sphere? Yes, I have, and I've seen some memes and gifs. MSG, James Dolan, Madison Square Garden Entertainment, James Dolan. They have opened up the Sphere in Vegas. It's the largest LED sphere in the world, and they're going to have concerts there. It also is just a cool site, and they've put a globe up. They put some other advertisements up, so we'll have to see. Yes, U2 is opening it up. And as if Vegas doesn't need any more venues, they've dropped James Dolan and MSG Entertainment dropped a Billy. But I think over the course of this is going to be big. We talked about Usher yesterday. Usher was dancing with Keke Palmer. He's been dancing with people throughout this whole residency. It just got viral because Keke's man was feeling the pressure of Usher pulling up. He danced with Saweetie in a subsequent show, and he's actually, during this residency, there's a VIP area, pretty much a celebrity at almost every show. And so he tries to go up there. He's even gone up to 21 Savage, so it's not just girls. Anyway, Usher really is really attending to the VIPs at the show, no matter who it is, to let them get some time to be recognized. So we'll move on. We'll march on to Guilford. Hopefully, what I'm looking for, Busted Stuff. I mean, Shotgun. I would love Shotgun. I don't know if it's happening. It has not been played all year, but Shotgun. I would love another What You Are. Stone, obviously, would love that. But Busted Stuff is really the one that I would love to get from Busted Stuff. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. I am excited to go to the shows. And as I always try to stress, I love going to these shows as much as I talk about the set list and say, this song's good, this song's so, this song is wiggity whack. I love being at these shows. I enjoy this band. They sound great this year. SiriusXM has been showing us that, and the two shows I have been to, I can attest. So I have my opinions. It is, people don't understand. It is why it's a wild concept, and that's okay. I just try to share this perspective. I can enjoy every single show I go to and still have opinions about what I think should be played and what shouldn't be played. Samurai Cop, Peace Up, A-Town Down, Don't Come Back, Can't Stop. Y'all should stop that. But the band's going to play what they're going to play. It is what it is. I still going to enjoy the show. I just hope and push and root for certain things. And even a show like the last two shows, I love how they're giving us this variety of songs. There still was not a song. This show did not have some of my top 3, top 4, top 5 songs. No Stone here, right? No Last Stop. Know What You Are. Like, these are songs I hold up at the top of my favorite. No Sugar Will, no Shotgun. Like, even though I want this stuff, this band never ceases to amaze me in how they're able to continue to find new things to bring into these sets. And these fakes are working. The Fish Tender coming back, that's great. Boa, 4 plays this year, that with the walk down outro. Putting stuff like Crush, first time at the set closer since 15. Closing a show out with Crush not too long ago. These are great things. Halloween tour debut. Halloween tour debut. Deer Creek. Great. For a shortened show. They play Halloween. Great prize. to give to that crowd that got a little bit of a shorter show. So I'm excited, and we're on to Guilford. We're on to Guilford. Thank you guys for watching. What should I say? Oh, shout out to Sue Q. 38 years of sobriety for Sue Q. We love her. I met her at Farm Aid. On Facebook and the DMB community, they celebrated sobriety. But it's great to see that, and I think it's important as humans for us to grow, to make changes to better our life. And I just want to say that to Sue Q. We love you. We are one of New England DMB's finest. I'm glad 38 years sober. That's a very important milestone. We don't want to take that lightly. And it's great to see things like that happen. What are we gonna close out with? Let me see. What should we close out with? Oh, I know. I know exactly what we can close out with. In the spirit of Goose. In the spirit of Goose, we're gonna close out with. Let me make sure this is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. We did Slow Ready last night. We're gonna do So Ready for tonight. What's the difference? Slow Ready is played at a slower tempo, a little bit of different vibes. So Ready is faster. If you're not a Goose fan, shout out to all the Goose fans. Shout out to Big Goose Twitter, Ryan Storm, everyone in the Goose community. I hope to dive further into this. This DMB stuff has me busy. Before the DMB tour started, I was listening to the Borfs, the soundboards of a lot of Goose shows, and they announced Boston. I'm so excited. They're doing a 2-night stand in Boston, venue to be announced. But they're doing I'm gonna definitely be there if possible, because I have not gone to a Goose show all year, and they did not have the Westfield Music Bowl this year. They've been busy, and they're going to Europe for our homie out there in Wales, our favorite DMB Welsh fan, Craig, who typically is on here from across the pond. Oh, I didn't take off the Jessica Wayne thing. All right, there we go. Slow Ready. This is some footage from UConn hockey. The opening year of a brand new wrinkle on campus. I'm a UConn hockey season ticket holder. Let's go Huskies. So we're going to do Slow Ready Goose. Big weekend. Did Marshfield, Mass, the Levitate Music Festival tonight. They hit up the Stone Pony for that 4th of July swag. They hit up Spiggity Spack. They hit up Portland, Maine before SPAC. So this has been a big week for Goose. First headlining show at an amphitheater last night. Tonight, do another festival. Announced Boston, getting 2 shows, venue TBD. But anyway, I hope this video, the problem is some of these streams, the frame rate has been trash. I'll see if I can upgrade this or improve it. But enjoy the music. At least you'll be able to hear the music fully. It's your boy Conserviz34. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Peace, love, rock and roll. Look after one another. Love one another. Forget about the drama. Treat people how you want to be treated. Call out people who are disrespectful. But try to do everything you can to be the best human you can be. Forget the he said, she said. And focus on how you can change the world. Peace. Wait a minute.
So ready for this. On the floor, you know that I'm coming back for more. Take it slow, I'm burning, baby, you know.
Wait a minute.
So ready for this. On the floor, you know that I'm coming back for more. Take it slow, I'm burning, baby, you know. So ready for this. On the floor, you know that I'm coming back for more. Take it slow, I'm burning.